Action is the foundational key to success. Pablo Picasso. We've all been there. After a long day, the allure of the couch and the TV remote is almost irresistible. But how often does this passive relaxation leave us feeling truly rejuvenated? The reality is that while it's tempting to default to what's comfortable, these habits seldom lead to a sense of fulfillment. Inertia is a powerful force. When we're inactive, even the thought of getting started can feel overwhelming. But here's the twist: motivation doesn't always come before action. In fact, it's often the other way around. I once hesitated to pick up Mark Manson's bestseller, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Its audacious title and bright orange cover seemed out of place where fine books are sold. Yet when I finally cracked into the pages, one concept resonated deeply. Aim. Action leads to inspiration, which then leads to motivation. This is the principle behind behavioral activation that suggests that motion is the precursor to motivation. As we know on this channel, the flow state is that magical zone where challenge meets skill, resulting in optimal performance and deep satisfaction from our results. However, achieving this state requires activation energy. It begins with a struggle, a push through discomfort before we can truly immerse ourselves in an activity. Surprisingly, many of us rarely experience flow outside of work. This absence can lead to a paradoxical decrease in happiness during our leisure time. But the solution is simpler than you might think. Engage in activities that challenge and invigorate you. Whether it's practicing a hobby or simply taking a brisk walk, the rewards are profound. So let's talk about some strategies for behavioral activation. And it starts with reversing productivity. Craig Ballantyne introduced me to this concept of reverse productivity. Instead of letting our work consume all of our time, why not schedule leisure time first? By prioritizing activities that bring joy and relaxation, we ensure they don't get sidelined. For me, joining local sports league teams in the last couple of years has been transformative. This has not only ensured regular physical activity other than the daily dog walks and going to the gym alone, but it also fostered social connections and introduced more flow into my life. I have a rule that I live by to always have something to look forward to each week. And by playing in sports leagues, I know that's at least one thing that I can count on. And if sports aren't really your thing, you don't have to necessarily join a sports league to get some of these social connection benefits. The Netflix documentary How to Live to 100 shows that there's a huge connection between social connections in our friends and family and longevity. So by planning things out, like going for regular walks with friends, you can forge lifelong bonds that really make a difference in your health span and longevity. So if you're feeling stuck, remember, waiting for motivation might leave you waiting forever. Instead, take that first step, no matter how small it is. And as you move, you'll find the inspiration and motivation following close behind.